This video is by Straight Goods News. SGNews.ca.
Was actually very pleasantly surprised. We were very surprised with the investments in Housing First, specifically Housing First at $119 million per year over 5 years. It's a wraparound approach to housing that came right out of the Mental Health Commission of Canada's National Mental Health Strategy. Huge investment in affordable housing in Canada, and is a refreshing change. And really, for us, we're hopeful that this signals that the federal government is looking now to come back to the table with the provinces and territories to look to develop accountability with the health and social transfers.
Is there one item that wasn't done in this budget that you would like to see?
I think there wasn't one element. I think affordable housing is one social determinant of health, and I think investment in the social determinants of health, accountability is something like the Canadian social transfer, where we're looking at nationally a plan that looks at to complement the 7 or 8 provinces and territories that have poverty reduction plans in place, to something in the budget that would signal that the federal government's ready to come fully to the table and help develop that accountability. So rather than just focus it on one affordable housing, one social determinant of health, focus on the full social terms of health and develop a national plan that way. And that would be obviously a larger piece that we are looking at, but the piece that's in this budget, the affordable housing piece, is one major step in the direction of the federal government developing an actual national plan to reduce the inequality gap in Canada.
Given that the inequality gap in Canada has been increasing lately, how do you feel about the government trying to balance the budget by 2015 given the current economic situation?
It's always been our position that the corporate tax cuts that have happened over the course of the last number of years are really not tax cuts that needed to happen, and really have came at the cost of many people not being able to access the services that they need, or people losing their jobs, frankly. So I think for us, as a choice point, we would prefer that the corporate tax base come back into line with the G8. We don't need to be the race to the bottom, be the lowest of the G8. We need to just be around that G8, and I think in doing so, you can balance the books without making reductions in territorial ministers. With the minister responsible on the federal level have not met since 2006, and really that's a travesty in the sense of us not as a country learning from the best practices, developing accountability. There's no accountability to the billions transferred from the federal government to the provinces and territories through the Canada Social Transfer at this time, and that's the next step.